Tonight, the NT government confirms toxic firefighting foam contaminants in shellfish.
The creek is completely safe for recreational activities.
A mixed response from states and territories on Commonwealth plans to compensate child sexual abuse victims. Massive protests by hardline Muslims in Jakarta. And Territory Police facing an uphill battle against cannabis use.
What we also see is an overlay with withdrawal, is some violent outbursts and agitated behaviour.
Good evening, James Oaten with ABC News. The Territory Government has moved to try to quell concerns about contamination from toxic firefighting foam in Darwin waterways by releasing a new report. It comes after one of the Territory's federal MPs revealed the chemicals had been found in water on a property in Katherine near Tyndall RAAF base.
The report says periwinkles and another shellfish known as longbums contain elevated levels of chemicals. It also found the chemicals are in sediment from Ludmilla and Rapid Creeks.
There is a phase 2 testing that is happening right now that will continue for a few months to look into the levels within fish, prawns and crabs.
The findings from the Health Department commissioned report come after it was confirmed in May that creek water was contaminated. Warnings advising people not to eat from the waterways remain in place. The government advice is that there is a low risk to public health.
The creek is completely safe for recreational activities.
Until recently, the PFOS and PFOA chemicals were added to some types of firefighting foam to improve the foam's ability to smother fires. For some, the department's report prompts more questions about contamination levels than it answers.
The tolerable intake guidelines in the report are interim guidelines. They're not hard and fast. The analytical methods used to test for these chemicals are under constant development.
The report today focuses on contamination from foam at Darwin Airport from the Territory Fire and Rescue Service. It doesn't mention RAAF Base Darwin, which is on the same piece of land. The Defence Department still hasn't said when it will make public its water tests done at the base, but the defence report for the RAAF Base Tyndall could be made public early next week.
So I had a call from the boss at Tyndall today who advised me that he'd been briefing people over the last 24 hours or so.
Warren Snowden has revealed the chemicals have been found on one property near the Tyndall base.
And they've been providing fresh water to that property for a week or so now, and they'll continue to do so into the future.
The opposition leader wants investigations broadened.
The Tyndall and the Ulu aquifer feed into the Daly River, so it's not just around Katherine that can be affected, it's then all of the people downstream.
Residents also want soil tests around the Tyndall base. Sally Brooks, ABC News.
Tens of thousands of dollars and the chance